Good morning, YouTube. I haven't been on in a while. Doing a lot of research and looking into this ridiculous notion of people being addicted to cell phones, Facebook, all this crap, and whatnot. And I've come to the realization that it's not the Facebook, it's not Instagram, it's not any of that people are addicted to. It's not even an addiction, really. It's not. It's this disconnection from each other. And yes, the cell phones and the apps are responsible for being the tool in which people have disconnected themselves, but it's not. It's like blaming the drug for the drug user being addicted to it, and people trying to say, oh well, if it wasn't there, then they wouldn't be addicted to it. That's false. People are by nature addictive, and people will be addicted to things that make them happy, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with being happy. The problem is with people trying to regulate it and categorize it into what makes you happy. Well, happiness makes you happy, of course, so whatever that is that makes you happy, that's what people are happy about. And the problem is a disconnection with each other. That's the biggest problem. It's not phones or apps or social media or none of that. It doesn't control you like people are trying to get others to believe that it does, but it doesn't. Your cell phone doesn't control you. You control you. That's the bottom line. You control you. You decide what you do every day. Every day. You decide what you do. It's a shitty world we live in because of the fact that people have way too much expectations for one another. Women expect men to be rippling muscles with wallets to match, have no kids and have all the wealth and, the best job and know a shit ton of people that they can be introduced to. Women are expected to be skinny and hot with big boobs, big butts, but skinny everything else. Long, flowing, beautiful hair, perfect faces, supermodel physique, and no expectations. But that's what it is. That's what people are expecting out of one another. Women expect men to be perfect. Men expect women to be perfect. And that's the sad truth that we live in. That's the society we live in. That is the problem. People expecting way too much from one another. Average looking men and women don't even get talked to unless they're on something like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. They don't even get talked to. People don't even talk to them in the store. I've seen this myself. I know I haven't posted a video in a while because I'm collecting all this information and all this data around me about what's going on in the world that I live in and why it is the way it is. I don't exactly have all the answers, and I more than likely might be wrong with my assumptions. But I know I'm close. I know I'm close to an actual truth of what's going on. Men and women are expecting too much out of one another. People in the society expect too much. What you see is what you get is a failing, falling reality. That used to be the way things were. You see a woman that looked attracted to you, you go up and talk to her. Vice versa. Same thing with a woman and a man. But that doesn't happen anymore unless you're on some kind of fucking cheesy-ass dating app. And even then, it's not true. What you're reading is not true. What you're reading is something they typed in to hook somebody in, to try to get somebody interested. So a lot of times when you look at, just do it as an experiment. Get on a dating app, make a profile, say anything you want. Just as an experiment. Do this. And then I want you to look at all the profiles and what their description are, what they say. And there's so many that say pretty much the same goddamn thing. You know, they say, oh, you know, my kids come first, I'm a simple person, you know, all I want is to meet somebody that's true and doesn't cheat, doesn't lie. You know, it's all the same thing. It's all the same, and it's not true. What the truth behind all these profiles is that person is lazy, socially lazy. They don't want to go out and meet people. They don't want to go and say hi to somebody and introduce themselves to somebody. They don't want that. They want someone to just respond to their posts or see that someone had liked them and then just internet date for until you feel like you know the person. But you never know the person until you know the person. It doesn't work that way. And unfortunately, in this society, in this day and age, that's the way things are. You don't see anybody out and about that wants to meet, that wants to talk or get to know one another or anything like that, because people are so disconnected from each other and from the world that there's no connection there whatsoever. The other problem we're facing is this huge question of religion and control and government. We were created as slaves. I mean, anybody that works a hard labor job will tell you the human body is poorly designed. And I used to constantly wonder and ponder, why is the human body so goddamn weak? So that way we're easily controlled. Where we come from, I don't know. You know, there's talk about the Anunnaki and all this shit, aliens and whatnot, being our God. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? The only thing that makes sense of that theory is we are designed to work, but we're not designed to be strong, to be powerful. And you got all these gym rats out there pumping iron thinking that's what's making them strong and powerful. That's not true. Your skeletal system is still made of the same calcium and shit as the rest of us. Tendons snap easy. Bones break easy. Muscles tear easy. We're not a perfect species. We were created to be weak so that way we can be dominated with ease. We're affected by everything. Disease, damage, all of it. So in closing with this video, all I gotta say is stop blaming everything else. It's nothing else's fault. It's our fault. It's my fault. It's your fault. We don't go out and see people. We don't go out and mingle with each other. We don't create any kind of core morals anymore. So, as I said in closing, get out there and talk to people. We need to connect on a better way. Not this liberal bullshit, not this snowflake crap, but a realistic way. Anyway, stay true to yourself, stay true to one another. Peace and love, you too.